Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So the box just dropped today, literally I think 4 hours ago maybe, and I streamed my pack opening and I was going to sleep, but I started playing around with Gladiator Beast and I wanted to share with you guys what my first impressions of the archetype are. Number one, it's really fun. This is a very basic build and it did really well. Part of it is because people don't know how to play against it yet, and but it's also really good. I can't wait to play around some more with this deck and optimize it, but I wanted to share with you guys how it's working for me at the moment. So again, very basic build. We have 3 Gladiator Beasts Laquari. This card, it's basically your main monster. He's an 1800. All the Gladiator Beasts have the same effect, which is, I just want to read it. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attack or was attacked, you can shuffle it into the deck, special summon 1 Gladiator Beast from your deck except themselves. So they can summon each other, they just can't summon another copy of themselves. So with this card you can summon Gladiator Beast Bestiary, which lets you destroy a spell or trap card on the field unsummon, which is really cool. Or you can also summon Gladiator Beast Mormillo, which lets you destroy a monster that's face up on the field, and it's also very good. He's very weak in comparison to the other two at just 800 attack, so that's why I only run a couple of them. I run 3 of these because the back row is the main thing you want to target. Obviously you want to destroy all those back rows, so you gotta run 3, and then like I was saying, main beater. He doesn't have a huge effect on summon, but he does become a 2100 beater, which it's very nice at 2100. It kind of it's able to match the attack of Ancient Gear Knight, which is a very common deck right now. So it's very nice that it has that attack. I'm also running 2 Gladiator Beast Andal just for the 1900. A lot of times if you don't want to go all out in the first turn, it's nice to just summon this, and it's a 1900 that your opponent's gonna have to worry about. 1 Cosmic Cyclone because I don't want to put 2 or 3 on there yet. I'm just trying it out. Obviously I'm loving this card already. I think I won 90% of the games where I saw this card and I resolved it. It's that good. Being able to get rid of your opponent's back row is just so good. And if you set this and wait until your opponent's turn, a lot of times they just set their back row, so they can't chain it. They can't chain things like Red Eye Spirit, things like that. It's really good. 1 Tribute to the Doom because I'm running a couple of cards that could be considered cloggy. I'm running 2 Fire Formation Tensu, which is really good because it allows you to summon an extra normal summon Beast Warrior type monster in addition to your summon. The targets are only Andal and Laquari, but I still like the card. I still like being able to swarm. So at 2 I thought it was a good number with the Tribute to the Doom in case I needed to get rid of the second one. And then I'm also running 2 Gladiator Beast Respite, which lets you shuffle 2 Gladiator Beast from your hand to the deck, then you draw 3 cards. This is really good because a lot of times for some reason I kept drawing into my 1 Gladiator Beast Augustus, and obviously you want to be able to special summon this from the deck. You don't really want to normal summon it, so having it in your hand is not ideal. So having that card to be able to shuffle it back, it's really good. And it's another another fodder card for my Tribute to the Doom if I need to take care of anything big, because it does run some contact fusion monsters, but a lot of times I didn't actually go into them. So we have the basic 3 enemy controllers to protect ourselves, and also it's really good if you want to attack without dying. Obviously in order for these monsters to resolve their effect, they have to stay on the field. So if you switch them into defense mode, it doesn't matter if you're taking damage, you're going to be able to resolve their effects, and that's going to give you the advantage. For the extra deck, we have 2 of the Gladiator Beast Sedari. It's 2 Gladiator Beasts, but it has no effect It's only a 2500 beater. Literally, its effect is just the summoning condition. Other than that, it's just a 2500 beater. I didn't really go into it that much. I would rather go into this Gladiator Beast Nerokius, which is basically Ancient Gear Golem. Let's see right here. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle it into the extra deck, special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters from your deck. So that's really good. But a lot of the times, if you're attacking with this 2800, you most likely will win the game. I didn't actually get to resolve his second effect. It does take 3 Gladiator Beasts, so it's a little bit hard to put off, but it's worth it when you can. And then, of course, the big boss Gladiator Beast, Heraklinos. It's a 3000 beater. It also takes 3 Gladiator Beasts, but one of them must be Laquari. But he is basically Dark Paladin. If your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can discard 1 card and negate it. So it's a little bit better than Dark Paladin because it also negates traps. However, it does require 3 monsters on the field, so it's a little bit hard to pull up. But that's enough talking. It was supposed to be a short explanation and I ran my mouth as always. Let's go ahead and show you these replays so I can get me some sleep. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the box. So far I'm liking it. I just like the fact that it has a lot of archetypes, and that's gonna let someone like me that, you know, loves to play this game for fun, just to really build whatever I want. It's some decks I got support like worms and stuff like that, so I cannot wait to start building some of these decks for you guys. Here we go in second. I'm running Duel Standby just because it's my default skill when I'm trying new stuff out, just so that I can see all the cards and, you know, start figuring out the combos. Here I use Tribute to the Doom. He's got an Owl of Luck, so I figured it was Tunes. And Tunes is not a threat to this deck at all. We see the Toon Kingdom. He goes for Toon Mermaid. So it's regular tunes, not 3-star emotion tunes, which is even better. Summons the Toon Summon Skull, but luckily for me, my Augustus is just 100 attack higher, so it can survive the battle. Bring out my Bestiari. I destroy the Toon Kingdom, and then that's it. He scoops. Oh, he doesn't scoop actually. So I decided to go for the boss monster. I probably should have gone for the other one, just because it would have stopped Grebo as well, I believe. But you know, I wanted to be flashy and I went with the big boss. Very quick replay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to optimize this deck or if I'm gonna move on to some different archetypes. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see? You guys want me to make this deck as best as I can, or you just want to start seeing some other archetypes and what they can do? Here I'm going first. I have 2 Respite, which is good because my hand is not very good. Definitely don't want to draw 2 Vanillas, and then I draw into Augustus, so I send that back as well. And now the hand looks much better. I have an enemy controller. I have Cosmic Cyclone. He goes for Silent Magician, and my deck has basically no outs other than Murmillo to Silent Magician level 8, so I have to Econ take. He set a card and I banished that with Cyclone. Able to take care of the Silent Magician level 4 easily, and this is where the game just goes in my favor. I activate Tensu so I can storm the field. I could have summoned one of the other Gladiator Beasts, but I decided to just attack and, you know, try to end the game. He's got Man-Eater Bug, but I'm gonna be able to summon I keep forgetting the name of this card, Bestiari. There we go. Eliminate the back row, and he doesn't have anything else, so I just win after that. It's just really good. It's a little unfair right now. just because it almost reminds me of Harpy's Hunting Ground when it was at full power. It was like you kept getting minuses for like no reason, and this deck is a little bit like that. You're able to destroy your opponent's back row, but you know, maybe the game will move in a different direction where we're not as heavy reliant on back row. And here we're going up against Ancient Gears. Ancient Gear is sort of an easy matchup just because once they lose their castle, they're fairly easy to beat in my opinion. Here I go ahead and go for the double summon. I could have used my Cosmic Cyclone on the castle, but there's no reason to because I can just summon Bestiari and get rid of it that way. And then I also summon my Augustus, I believe, just to have a big presence in the board with 2600 attack. And then he scoops. So, you know, some of these duels were probably not the best showcase, but again, I was doing this just right before I went to sleep. I wanted to share it with you guys, and maybe we'll revisit Gladiator Beast. I definitely would like to once I figure out, you know, an optimized version. This was just, as it says, a rough draft, and it still worked very well. Here we're going up against Joey, and I did not expect this deck from Joey, if I'm being honest. I have the enemy controller, which it's gonna come in super clutch. Got a Floodgate Trap Hole. I see the Pete and the Dark Clown. I'm expecting some sort of, I don't know, Dark Magician of Chaos, Dark Magician, and then I see a Legendary Ocean. Goes for Ocean Dragon Lord, Neo Daedalus. I have the Econ take so I can protect my cards, and then I top deck another enemy controller. So here I thought the game was over. He's got the Sphere Karibo. Normally you lose at this point, but Gladiator Beast can play around that. I summon my Mormillo, and I destroy the Neo Daedalus. And that's pretty much it. I pretty much beat his winning condition, and I just ram into it even though it's in defense mode. So I can bring out my Bestiari, get rid of Legendary Ocean, and then I can bring back my I gotta learn the names of this card, Mormillo, to destroy the monster. And look at that, just you keep getting advantage by destroying your opponent's cards after the battle step, which is it's kind of cool because it's the first archetype that lets you play after the battle step. Obviously in Duel Links we don't have a main phase 2, so pretty much after you attack your turn is over, and this lets you, you know, continue your plays, get rid of some back row, get rid of a monster, depending on what you were not able to do during your battle. And here we're going up against another Ancient Gear.
Duel.
Machine Assembly Line. I have not seen that with Ancient Gears. I go ahead and snipe the back row first, I mean the unknown, because I'm just going to be able to summon my Bestiari and get rid of the castle. Here we go. So even though you have Bestiari to take care of back row, I felt like Cosmic Cyclone was a really good complementary card. I probably would run 2, I'm just not sure what I would take out. My enemy controller is able to keep me, protect my monster. And here once again I summon another Bestiari, get rid of yet another back row, and then I summon a 2100, which even if he had castle, it's gonna be able to stand up to one knight. He just quits after that. This Gladiator Beast are really fun, and honestly, besides the extra deck, which as you can see I rarely went into, it's not that expensive. You don't really need this card. It's just a big beater. You do need the Laquari, unfortunately, but everything else, it's, you know, rather easy to obtain. This is just a rare card. This is just a rare card. And this is just a common card. So I definitely encourage you guys to try it. I had a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description. And till next time.